I see things sometimes. I hear these whispers.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon the Netflix original series by the name of Hemlock Grove. I'm going to talk about the entire Season 1, which consists of 13 episodes. And without any further ado, let's get to it, shall we? If you guys don't already know, Hemlock Grove is actually based off a novel with the same title that was written in the year of 2012 by the author by the name of Brian McGreevy. Brian McGreevy is the one who wrote the book, and he is also the one that adapted it for a Netflix series. Eli Roth also serves as an executive producer towards the series, and he is also the one who directed the first pilot episode. Hemlock Grove, the Netflix original series, stars actors and actresses such as Famke Janssen, Bill Skarsgård, and Landon Librion. Now, what is Hemlock Grove, the Netflix original series, all about? Well, it's pretty much about this young gypsy boy who moves into town, and once he moves into town, all these young girls around the town start to die off. So this makes him an easy target and makes people very suspicious of his character, and of course, as always, they all start to think that he did it because he's an outcast, he's a gypsy, he has all these weird things that he does, and no one really likes him, so of course, they are led to believe that he is the one who did the killings. And don't worry, I won't get too spoilers, I'll get spoilers later on. But of course, as the series progresses and as more episodes come on, more and more girls start to die, and people will start to become more and more suspicious of his character. And there's also a rumor going around the town that this girl spread that he is a werewolf. So not only do people think he did the killings, but they also believe that he is a werewolf. And as time progresses, like I said earlier, people start to become more and more suspicious of his character. He also starts to become friends with, he doesn't have any friends, so he starts to become friends with another young guy there, and the series is pretty much about the mystery around the killings and their friendship. And then as the series progresses, a bigger plot starts to arise, Order of the Dragon, and stuff like that, and I won't say any more. And for those of you who have watched the series, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's pretty much the main gist of the Netflix original series with the name of Hemlock Grove. Overall, my thoughts and opinions on this series, and this is where I will actually start getting spoiler heavy, so you guys know, so if you don't like spoilers, go ahead and click stop. Otherwise, keep watching, because I'm going to get very spoiler heavy and very detailed, that way I can talk about my opinions and stuff like that. So overall, my thoughts and opinions on the first season, 13 episodes for the Netflix original series with the name of Hemlock Grove. Overall, my thoughts, I really enjoyed this first season. It was remarkable, it was phenomenal, and just a great story overall that I just really enjoyed, and I liked it a lot. So, why did I like it so much? Well, I have to be honest, when I first started watching Hemlock Grove, I wasn't digging it at all. It wasn't, captivating me. I wasn't interested. It just, overall, at first, Hemlock Grove was just a decent series. But thank God I stuck it through all 13 episodes because, overall, I really enjoyed it. I didn't actually start getting into Hemlock Grove, actually, till about the episode 8 mark and even the episode 9 mark because, overall, my main problem with him, I'm going to get very critical just so you guys know, Hemlock Grove, overall, I first thought it was very boring. And the reason for that is because we have no idea what's going on. We have all these random scenes. We don't know characters' intentions. We don't know characters' motives. And overall, I was very bored. So I have to say, if you're a true hardcore horror fan, a true hardcore horror buff, Hemlock Grove, the Netflix original series, may not be for you because it is very slow at first. But as time progresses, it gets a lot better. Believe me, if you end up sticking out through the first season of Hemlock Grove, you might end up surprising yourself and you might end up enjoying it more than you originally thought you would have. Because honestly, the first 7 episodes, I was like, okay, Hemlock Grove, it's a decent series. It's got some decent characters in it, a really good story, might I add. But that's about it. I was wanting more out of Hemlock Grove. But I have to say, episodes 8 through 13, those are absolutely phenomenal. And those overall are the episodes that really hooked me into the series. And it made me change and actually reverse the opinion that I originally had. Because like I said earlier, I wasn't digging this series whatsoever. It just wasn't my cup of tea. And then as time progressed, I really started to enjoy the series. And overall, it made me change my opinion about the entire series. I got to episode 8 and I was like, okay, this series is actually getting pretty decent. And as the episodes progressed, I started to like the series more and more and more. And overall, I really enjoyed the first season. I'm glad I stuck through the entire 13 episodes because now I have changed my opinion about what the series was. And overall, I really liked it. So let's talk about some of the reasons why I liked Hemlock Grove. Let's talk about actors and actresses. Well, Famke Jensen, from the X-Men movie, she plays Jean Grey in the X-Men films. She plays the character of Olivia Godfrey. She is the Upier's mother, and if you've been watching the series, you know who the Upier is. She plays the Upier's mother, and I really liked her character. Her facial expressions, the way she portrayed her dialogue lines. I really liked her character overall. She's a great actress. I like her in the X-Men films, and I have to say, I even like her more in the Netflix original series for the first 13 episodes with the name of Hemlock Grove. She's a great actress, and I really liked her. You don't really know what her true intentions and motives are at first, but as the series progresses, especially those last 2 episodes, you really start to find out what makes her character tick, and I just liked her because her character feels really developed, extremely fleshed out, and just it makes you feel for the characters in general, but not only her character, but all the characters in the Netflix original series with the name of Hemlock Grove feel very fleshed out and developed in a great fashion where it makes you, feel for each character. We also have a character by the name of Roman Godfrey, played by the actor Bill Skarsgård, and I have to say, he is one of my favorite characters in the Netflix original series with the name of Hemlock Grove. I really liked Bill Skarsgård's character. He is Olivia Godfrey's son, and he is the Upier of the show. He is the one who, after his nose bleeds because he can control what you do and what you say and make you do things once he, says his dialogue lines. And I really loved his character because the entire series, I'm going to get major spoiler heavy now. So like I said, if you don't like spoilers, go ahead and click pause. Otherwise, keep watching, right? So his character, the entire show, we don't find this out till like 8 or 9 episodes in, and that was one of my main problems with the show at first, is because we have no idea what the heck's going on. The mystery slowly unravels, but now I changed my opinion. Now I like that about the show because I love how we don't know everything at first. His character is pretty much, slowly turning from into a good guy into a bad guy. That's why the symbol of the show is, the snake eating itself, order of the dragon. He has to pretty much come to terms with who he is, and he pretty much has to decide for himself, are you going to be a good guy or are you going to be a bad guy character? And if you've seen the last episode, you found out that he was actually slowly turning into a bad guy character, and that's why I love this character. It's pretty much a character study about his character slowly going from a good guy turning into a bad guy, and that bad guy character leads him to do crazy things such as, he ends up raping a girl. And from what I understand, if I'm wrong on the plot line, go ahead and let me know. From what I understand, he is actually the one who raped his own cousin and, caused her to be pregnant, and she dies in the last episode. And, so his character became a lot more, strange than I thought he was going to, because his character went from being that's what the whole series is about, the Order of the Dragon, besides the actual Order of the Dragon people, because we still don't know too much about them yet. But the entire